Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well. So the stakes have never been higher. As we'll see the number 12 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the second-ranked team, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. The Tigers' offense starts with less than ideal field position thanks to that return. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and his whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
Quick throw over the middle. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, when you go against man-to-man coverage, you need some help from the quarterback. It's easy to look at the quarterback and say, why didn't you make this throw? But his intended target needs to get some separation against that man coverage to be able to open up the opportunity.
He'll hand it off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
The pass rush closing in. He'll be taken down. Marker on the field. If it's on the offense, that'll be a sack. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. They bring the punter onto the field now. Just able to get it away. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So the Florida Gators offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Because this is what I love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Makes a quick catch. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. The Gators looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Well, this isn't something this defense sees very often, as a fullback sliding out of the backfield to catch a football. They don't practice this very often.
And here's the handoff. Tough running there. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the first down.
What really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside. First and goal for the offense.
The Gators looking to keep this drive rolling. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
And the point after is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets a starter on the next drive. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. On first down, it's play action. Quick throw to his receiver. He's got it for a big gain. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
On first and 10, looking to throw. He's looking to make a big play downfield.
Fix that shit, bro.
Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. It can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
And now the handoff.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
On third down, he drops to throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. He's found some room at the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Second down after that completion. They'll hand it off. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Chris, just think of the list of Auburn running backs. I mean, you see this guy pick up a first down, and you're starting to see a little bit of Bo Jackson in it. Maybe a combo. Remember those days of Cadillac Williams and Ronnie Brown when they were in that backfield? Trey Mason. Boy, so many great backs that Auburn has enjoyed, and this guy's looking good.
They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The old toss play, man. This is a play that used to be so popular in college football when teams ran out of the I formation. Nowadays, you can pretty much run the toss out of almost any formation. But the key is still sealing the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle. Gotta seal the edge to be able to allow your back to get to the corner.
And Florida has the lead curve as we break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They're going to run it. He's stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with 1st and goal. The Gators come to the line with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. They'll run it here. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made after a big gain.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
It's a run. Running back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Hey, this defense continues to just be physical into line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback every time they drop back.
Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here.
Bro, what are y'all doing?
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook could really open up on 2nd and inches.
Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackle at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's 1st and goal.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss.
Usually you'd like to run the football this close to the goal line, but if you're going to throw it, I'd get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker so you don't have a risk of taking a sack.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. They're going to score with a run to the right. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. And he'll set up to throw.
What are you? Oh, you just going to get beat like that? Bull fucking shit, Joe. Come on.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring. And feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now he's executing. We're only in the 2nd quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle.
Good D. Game. Fuck y'all, bro.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with how defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Defense makes the stop after the completion. And that's the fullback making the catch. It was not a big concern for this defense when they built the game plan, but maybe they have to shift the focus.
Yeah, they have to, because this guy's athletic enough to be able to make that catch. This guy pounds those shoulders in to make blocks play after play. I think it's very nice to be able to see him finally show what he can do catching a ball like this.
Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a 1st down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a 1st down.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Good job. Good job.
And that will extend their lead
Solid.
even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Let's get the shit.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And they get him down on what will be the final play of this 1st half.
Yeah, all I
They'll
have.
kick it off to begin the 2nd half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Gators offense retakes the field. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. And the game moves the ball to the 20-yard line. Second down after that previous play. The back's got it. Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's...
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but a big chunky
Hello?
yardage on the play.
Outstanding
Hello?
blocking on the left side of that
Hey.
offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results.
Okay, cool.
Burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them,
Oh, it's already
I'd
out.
keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
The Gators line up on 1st and 10 now. He'll hand it off. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks.
Talking about the hoses that go from the water lines. I kept the hoses.
Ball handed off. Making people miss. Brought down at the 3-yard
Okay, that's
line,
cool.
but this offense now has a 1st down and goal right there. The Gators line up with a 1st and goal.
Okay. Yes.
When they drop it off, so that way I know.
1st and goal, hand off.
Yes, ma'am.
But they're knocking on the door at the 1.
All right, I appreciate it.
2nd down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
The white Jordans.
Here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the PAT puts them up 17 now. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Running out of time in the pocket. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. When he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Florida offense retakes the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Hands off to the left. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now,
oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
what a play.
Did he get pushed? It's all good, but yeah. Not you. Yeah, slowed him up. Okay, that makes sense.
Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Auburn
Y'all ain't in
offense
business.
back out on the field. And the quarterback keeps it here. They bring him down just
So I'll start passing.
marker, inches away from a first down.
Y'all ain't doing shit.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Heading left after the handoff.
Where you going, bud?
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Able to
Y'all scared? Y'all ain't doing shit right now.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field.
Bro, what are you? That.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Defense is coming after
There you
him.
go.
And the sophomore making an impact play. This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up.
Oh, no. Come on, bro. That was a fucking sack, man.
He scores. Touchdown, Auburn. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually
All
much
good.
more involved.
It's the only way they can score. Some bullshit
Their
happening.
size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. He's inside the 40. Big gain, moves the ball into enemy territory. They'll spot it down near the 31.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use, but what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Finding space at the 20. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And the Gators are in the red zone. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. It's a bullet, but incomplete. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Makes a quick grab. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
It's a small gain by the fullback, but nice to see him and his hand make a play.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Incomplete. He was good as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And this one is right through. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
I'm throwing downfield. I ain't fucking shit. I was wasting time.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Pressure is coming. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Short completion there. Second down coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open.
All of this pressure and sacks are starting to impact this quarterback. You can sense that internal timer is sped up a bit more than usual.
Bringing pressure on the junior. Gets home, making a sack there. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. And the Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Outstanding field position to begin this drive. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it.
That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Offense getting set. It's second down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He'll try a pass here. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field. We're in for an exciting finish. Time ticking away. Offense time probably for just one last drive. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Good enough for the first down with a 37. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock. Second down play coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He makes the grab. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. And now they'll just clock it to freeze the time. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock. Auburn now operating in the red zone. Looking to throw it on first down. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Got to pick up the third and short through the air. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, this touchdown, it actually gives them a chance now that they're down 10. Really critical. You pull out the two-point play. You got to hit it to make it a one-possession game.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Who get into the end zone. The two-point try draws them within 8 points, a one-score game. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. It looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. The linebacker shifting around now. And the offense just takes a knee here. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport.
See that trophy.
And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
There we go.